Um, one more time, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining us here today. We have Simi, who's going to give us a little bit of an insight about what we can expect from her tomorrow when she performs as one of our headlining acts. That will be at season 2 of Best of Kampala. Like it's going to be an all-white brunch tomorrow. We're looking forward to it. I hope you have your white outfit.
Yeah.
There's a strict policy that if you don't come in a white outfit, you will be
You
turned
have to
back.
go. Oh,
And
okay.
yes.
I never heard that. I'm gonna have to go back to Nigeria. But
Yes, you might send you back on the next available flight. Anyway, we're excited to have you here. A number of attempts to have you in the country, and my name is Denzel. I represent one of the media platforms. Kookie also represents one of the media platforms. So both of us will be talking to you with the press here.
Okay.
You want to start it off?
Yeah, sure. It's good to have you in Uganda for the first time.
thank you. Yes, the very first time.
I
Yes.
can't even believe this because
I know.
I feel like you've been around for a minute. I remember since Jump Question,
Oh yeah.
you had people saying, Sims, everyone is like, Sims is my girlfriend. Something like that. So you really had fans for such a long time, and you come into a country that has loved you for a while. And
Yeah.
the fact that you've seen your life unfold in front of us, it's definitely a pleasure to have you here. How do you like Uganda so far?
Actually, very hospitable. That's the very first thing that struck me. Everyone has been so sweet to me. I'm really jet lagged because I actually just came from the States like 2 days ago and came right here. So I haven't seen much of town, but all the people that I've been in contact with have been so sweet. And like you said, I've actually wanted to come here for so long. My husband came here, I think early this year, or last
Yes.
year, I don't remember.
Ha, edgy baby.
Yes. And I'm surprised because I was supposed to come here before him.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad that I'm here now.
You even blew before him.
About the same
In
time.
Uganda, I
Maybe
can
in
tell you.
Uganda. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
All right,
Yeah.
let us just kick off from where you're coming from.
Okay.
Recently, you toured with Alicia Keys.
Yes.
I feel like Africa in general is turning into something so beautiful to see at the time, and the leaders of African music in a way, people have been taking the torch up there. You being in such spaces, how is it like to tour with Alicia Keys, and how do you tell us about the whole experience?
I grew up as a fan of Alicia Keys, and so it was such an honor for me to be in that space, to be able to share my gift with her audience and just show them what I love doing as well, play our music for them. I was very honored to do it, and it was great to go around with my band and just have that experience.
Nice. Usually it's like this music versus that music, but I
Yeah.
feel like with this new generation of artists that is happening, it's more like artists are willing to share rather than say this is ours, this is yours. Do you see that when you're traveling? Is she really like your sister, or is she like sounding like she's been here for a long time? You're a newbie. How is
Do you
it
mean
like?
Alicia Keys?
Yeah.
She has been here for a long time, much longer than me, and it was a very professional, interaction that we had. But she was really sweet. I met her son, and I think when we actually met, like outside of the shows, she had just finished performing, so we were both tired, But she was so sweet. It was really nice, and having that merge between African music and artists that have been popping like in the West for a long time, and us being able to have that platform as well. I think it was a great leap, and
Yeah.
I'm great to have been a part of
Yeah,
it.
I like that you actually met the son, which gets me
Yeah.
to. I saw photos of you and your daughter at the
Ah.
airport. I was like, she's so sweet. You carried her all the way here. Just so you know, she has her own fans, so
Oh, okay.
she'll probably bring her to the show. So tell me about working as a musician and
Yeah.
a mom at the same time, having a husband who
Yeah.
is also a musician. This is like I really want to get an insight of your life, just in that regard.
Well, both things are full-time job,
Yeah.
as any mom would know. Music is a big part of my life. I love doing what I do, and that's why I do it, and I absolutely adore being a mom. It's really hard, the compromises that you have to make, the things that you have to let go of sometimes, some people have described it as like juggling, glass and rubber balls. Some things you can afford to let go, some things you can't, and that's the way it goes, and I remember before I got married or had a child, people would say that you can have it all. And I do think you can have it all, but not at the same time. So sometimes, you can have it all, but you can have it all at the same time. Yeah, that's.
So Jam Question used to be my favorite song.
Oh, really?
When you
so should I add it to the set list? Because it's not on the set list currently.
What are you talking about now? It has to be there. So when you did Duduke and you really got the whole world see you pregnant with expressing yourself, just to the women out there really, before we leave this whole marriage and mother discussion, what can you tell them out there? Like you said, you definitely have to lose some to get some, but you're pregnant and shooting a music video. Were you doing shows? What does that take?
Yeah, I was definitely, because nobody knew, except for the people in my circle, knew that I was pregnant until I did the video. I think the video came out when I was maybe 7 months pregnant. So, yeah, so imagine hiding that. Because funny thing is, when I was 6 months pregnant, I went to Sierra Leone I had a show. And then when we were doing like a little tour around the town, they had me come out from the roof of the car, and they didn't know I was pregnant. I was heavily pregnant and tired, and so I had to, pull my head out from the roof, and I was just, greeting everyone, and that's a memory that I will never forget, But it was not easy. There were things that I had to turn down, because it's not easy being pregnant and being that stressed out sometimes. But the things you still have to do, and the things I could, I did.
Niceness. I definitely like this. Does it got a couple more before we get into be okay questions?
Sorry?
Have you ever been heartbroken?
I've been hurt, but I don't think I've been heartbroken. Maybe I have, and I can't remember. But I think you remember something like that. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just the kind of person that, what happens, and I keep it moving. But I don't remember heartbreak.
We hope you to never experience.
Amen.
For starters, how does it feel being married to a celeb? Yet you're celeb too.
Okay, I feel like my answer would be different from someone that married someone that was a celeb when he became a celeb. When we started dating, neither of us were celebrities. Nobody really knew us. We were just, in this little room trying to figure it out. So, we came into limelight, almost at the same time. So the trajectory of our relationship was very different. There was no pressure of, oh, you're a celebrity. It just happened. We're working and, oh, here we are. So, it's chill.
Okay, there was a moment you were at it.
You saw my face. I was very surprised because I didn't know it was I think the weekend after my birthday. And so I knew he was in the house with me that day. So he said he had an event, he had a show to be at. So obviously I was surprised when he just popped out in front of me, at the show. So that was very sweet. That was a very sweet gesture, yeah.
Okay. Kenyans are saying Adekunle is from their origin, is it?
No. He's a Yoruba boy. No, I've never heard that he's from Kenya.
Yes,
No.
that is originally from Kenya.
I've never heard that. But I can confirm that is not true. Yes.
Are you eyeing politics?
Am I?
Are you eyeing politics? Because we see you
Oh, no.
Your posts are centered on politics.
Yeah, I'm very.
You are complaining about your country, Nigeria.
I feel like most of us Africans complain about our country, either privately or publicly, because they want them to be better, right? I'm not a politician. I don't think I've ever had any aspirations for politics, but I'm passionate about our growth and, us being better and us having better representation, because we the people were great, and we need our countries to reflect that, and I like to be vocal about that.
Okay, rest in peace to Mobad. Can you tell us slightly what is happening in Nigeria? Will I start?
I don't know. All I know is that obviously his death was a terrible tragedy, and we hope that he can get to the bottom of it.
Why is it that Nigerians are...
If we're being honest, that's human nature. You know how they say sometimes you wait for people to pass until... Many people wait for people to pass until they give them the attention that they truly deserve. And I don't think that that's a Nigerian thing or an African thing. I think it's just human nature. So, yeah, hopefully we can be better. For the what? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what do you have to say about the Ugandan music industry as an artist from Nigeria?
I mean, okay, I'm gonna say this as candidly as possible. I know that what's this? Almost happening. I know that we have sometimes there can be some, weird. I don't know what to call it. Maybe like some weird energy between some African countries because like um, we're all the same people, but when we're represented outside of Africa, sometimes it may seem like some people have more, I'm making more noise, as opposed to others. And I mean Nigerian. I can only attest. I only have the point of view of a Nigerian. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to speak like I know exactly what it is like here. That would be very disingenuous. That's fake, and I don't know how to be that way. I'm not a big listener of music either. I used to think if I wasn't married to my husband, I probably wouldn't know his songs, But like I've heard a few people that have really piqued my interest. I recently heard about Joshua Baraka, and that was nice. It would be nice if we have more um, African countries outside of Nigeria that would seep into our country the way our music also seeps into other people's countries. That's something that we ideally would love, and I know that everyone here would love that as well.
Yeah.
Some of the artists from Uganda to play in Nigeria.
Who does Eddie Kenzo? I think we actually spoke one time. I can't remember exactly, but I think we did. Cindy. I don't. What'd you say? Who? I haven't
heard of that name.
Not yet, but maybe who knows?
Yeah.
Not yet.
So we're still giving the list of the artists you know. You say
No, that's what I was already saying. That that's what I said. I don't really listen to a lot of artists, but I've heard of Joshua Baraka. I know of Eddie Kenzo. I think we have spoken. You sorry? Yeah, and Cindy. Don't let me make up names for you. Just in person.
You don't want to do
On
that.
how do you come up? Sorry, how do you discover artists like this? Like, how did you come into these guys' names and music? How does this happen?
I mean, I guess sometimes the radio, and sometimes you have people will DM you, and then you go and listen to the music, and you hear, oh, okay,
Yeah.
this person's from here.
Yeah.
Like even what's her name? I'm terrible in names. She's not Ugandan though. I've been drinking more alcohol.
La Bianca.
Yes, sorry. Her name just, yes. Like, before her, like, I didn't really know a lot of, community artists as well. And she's from West Africa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So sometimes, like, it's trying to see, for me, it's actually usually the same thing for, like, even Nigerian artists. Sometimes you have to, have to hear you on the radio or, someone is playing your music or something.
Yeah. When you mentioned this coming back from the States and just traveling around as well.
Yeah.
When you move around, you realize things you're doing right as an artist and things you need to kind of improve on.
Yes.
Let's start with the things you guys are doing right. When you move around to the States and other countries, when you get there, you're like, okay, I think we're doing this right. What are the things you're doing right as a musician and as your music industry in Nigeria?
You mean specifically as a Nigerian?
Yeah.
I think one thing that definitely helps is we have, there are a lot of Nigerians everywhere.
Numbers?
Yes, numbers.
Yeah.
We have like lots of Nigerians everywhere, so like that kind of increases your audience base by default.
Yeah.
And I think again that, I mean, like I said, I can only give you the perspective of a Nigerian.
Yeah.
So I think again because our personalities are very outgoing.
Yeah.
So we tend to, make these relationships that, because, I think like a lot of things happen very politically. And I mean that I mean like because of networking, because of, you know this person before you maybe make a song with them.
Yeah.
Before last year, maybe, it was not very easy to see how, say, Nigerians might make, there are certain features that were not as plausible as they are now.
Yeah.
And I think, again, the more something happens, the more it's likely to keep happening.
What do you think you need to improve on? I think.
Excuse me, please can I get some water? I would say, as a Nigerian or as a...
Yeah. As an artist as well, Nigerian artist.
Me personally?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like generally. There's always so much to improve on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe let's get into the creative process of you. How
Yeah.
does it work? Do you have like set schedules for you to like create music? Does this happen on the go? Are you upstairs? All of a sudden, song comes to your head and you start building it out. Do you have like a mobile studio you came with? How does
Oh,
it
I didn't
work?
come here with a mobile studio, but I do have a mobile studio I tend to travel with, depending
Yeah.
on how long I'm going to be somewhere.
Yeah.
It's different. Every song is different. I have times when, an idea comes to my head. My phone comes in handy. I would just record, like if I have a melody,
Yeah.
I would record it on my phone.
Yeah.
I have a lyric, I put it down, and then when I'm in the mood to actually record, then I can go back to that, idea. Sometimes I start from scratch, or maybe I have a deadline.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any one way.
Okay, so for a couple of artists, sometimes they make music and they think, okay, this is going to be a hit, and it doesn't turn out to be.
Yes.
And then certain songs kind of turn out to be hits, and you're like, how did this happen?
Yes.
Has that happened to you for particular songs? Like, did you know they were going to be hits, or did they just? And which one?
I remember when I first got in the industry, and people used to ask me this question. I don't think any artist actually puts out a song and thinks this might not be a hit.
But you might want
I
to fill
think-
space on the album.
Okay, you mean I mean they have album songs, but I mean
Yeah.
like if you're putting out like a single, you assume, because for you to put it out, you have certain trust to it. I think there's only one song I just put out because I just wanted to put something out, and that's when I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yes, but I've definitely had songs where I felt like I thought it was gonna do better and didn't do as well as I did. But I mean, I think that's not unusual.
Yeah.
All right, we know you
Hold on,
need-
is there anybody else that wants to ask me?
As well.
We have a lot of talented musicians here.
Yeah.
We need to work with one of them.
Oh, sorry, that line. I looked
Now
directly
that
at
you're in
them.
Uganda,
Yes.
we have a lot of talented artists here. We need to work with one of them.
Yeah, if I love the music, of course. Pardon me?
That one person is willing to work with.
I didn't hear that.
Have you
That's one
thought
artist
about
you
somebody
really
in particular?
No, like if anybody reaches out to me, if I hear someone that I really, really like, I'm open to. I'm an artist. Like I make music that I enjoy. So it's not for me. It's not necessarily about where anybody's from or what. I have a lot of songs before that. Before I do the song, they were not like blown, even in Nigeria. So that's for me. If I really like the song, of course, yeah.
Associations and federations in Nigeria. Do you have federations and associations and organizations?
Yeah, they have a couple, I think. Not like all the artists are very active in the association, but we have a couple. First of all, I have to like the song. I have to. I don't. That's just me. Because I have to connect with the song to be able to create like a verse for that song. Secondly, I have to like the personality.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have to like the personality of the person, because like if I don't connect with you, because by nature I don't know how to pretend about things like that, and so it probably wouldn't work. And thirdly, because music is also business. I mean, it has to be something that works for you, for both of you. Where if you do this, it's going to do something for you as much as it's going to do something for the other person as well.
Thank you.
Of course.
All
Okay,
right.
so the show is in Kampala. Everybody's pulling up with their outfits.
White
What
outfits.
can you, in your own voice, tell the people coming up tomorrow?
This is my first time in Uganda, and I promise you that it's going to be worth it. It will feel like I was here years ago. And I'm here with my band, so I'm really, really excited to just go out there, play some great live music, and have people dance and sing along and just have a good time.
And I didn't ask this, but they told me to ask, so that you
Okay.
mentioned the band.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you. There's a lot of computerized music all over the world.
Yes.
But day to day, we find very authentic artists that want to do live music and everything. What is your take on that? Do you feel like, is it a balanced thing that we have to have more people doing live music, or it's just vibes?
I mean, I feel people lean towards what they want. There are people that don't care if it's computerized. And it's like with social media. There was a time when social media was not a thing. Everything you hear is by word of mouth or by traditional media. I actually studied mass communication, so this could have been me. But I think that I don't think that there's any. I think it's a preference thing. Some people I personally love live music. I enjoy performing live music more because I can actually be like, I'm not just saying what I've already said. I'm not just doing what is already done. I'm not just giving you what I've already done. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
If I can just, you can just press play on my songs. You don't need me, but like, I feel like the experience of, giving you a different version of something you already enjoy is like I'm giving you something new.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I personally love, but I've also been in performances where people are, just jamming to the beat, and I also have a good time. So I think it's whatever rocks your boat.
Okay, cool. All right. Look forward to you tomorrow. One last word to the people for expectation for tomorrow.
First of all, thank you for having me here in Kampala. I'm so excited. This is my first time, and I'm very pleased so far with all the energy that I've gotten, and I'm really excited about tomorrow. I know it's going to be a blast. I hope people will be smiling more tomorrow because your faces are strong right now. I don't know if it's because we're all tired, but
No, we haven't had anything to drink. So.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I can't wait for tomorrow for us to just have a great time.
Yeah.
Thank
Don't
you
worry
so
about
much
that.
for coming here and talking to me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Thank you for coming down.
Thank
We had given up. On the
Oh,
interview.
no,
You
I
said,
was-
Hey, she said she could do this for us. You turned around quickly.
No, I'm sorry. It's
Yeah, no, we are sorry
because
to
I
tell
woke
you.
up very early and then they said they had to push it, and so I fell asleep.
Nzija ntule, okay.